Hi everyone. I am not here to tell you to let your kids play video games. They could all become pros. In the next 5 minutes, we'll look at some esports, its legitimacy as an industry, and I'll mention a couple of things I've learned on my journey as an esports parent, so hopefully you can support your children too. I'm sure Minecraft and Roblox are familiar names of video games to parents of younger kids. Schools use them for lessons. Older students may be learning history, science, or geography using Assassin's Creed or Red Dead Redemption. Fortnite is a new social network where people go to hang out with their friends and watch concerts. So what makes a video game an esport? Well, esports is simply video games played competitively, and it's an industry that's growing exponentially. Big business is investing in teams and infrastructure and sponsoring events. I'm not talking just computer companies. MasterCard, insurance companies, most car manufacturers, banks, and Disney are some familiar names. You'll be hearing even more about esports now that there are plans for an esports and entertainment facility in Toronto. There are already several professional esports teams in the city. So the first thing you need to know is that not all esports are the same. Just like traditional sports with variety from basketball to archery to swimming, there are different types of esports. Some are played individually and others with teams. League of Legends has some of the biggest audiences in the world. Their world championships fill up an Olympic stadium. Some make the headlines more than others. A $40 million prize pool gets a lot of attention. This event was moved to 2021, so Dota 2 will be in the news this fall. They all have a different look and feel and play style. And while it's important to consider what you feel is appropriate, be aware that some of the top games might make you feel uncomfortable. Talk to your child about what interests them and why. Call of Duty is very popular in Ontario. Hockey, soccer, and basketball are also esports, but they're nowhere near as big as the others. There's soccer with cars, and way too many more that I can't possibly try to show today. High school leagues are available across North America. Schools like the benefit of offering esports. Most require communication, strategy, leadership, dedication, and critical thinking. And NASEF offers middle and high school curriculum. Research shows that esports programs lead to increased attendance, higher GPAs, better problem-solving skills, and a greater interest in STEM subjects. They can also lead to scholarships. Universities and colleges have varsity teams, and students learn by running clubs. It's part of the school experience that I'm involved with at Georgian College. Some schools offer degrees and diplomas in esports management, but the job market is much broader than that. Companies in marketing, sports nutrition, broadcasting, psychology, law, art, and computer science all need people who know about esports. So what can a parent do to help? First, esports athletes need some tools. Depending on the esport, it can be quite different. It might be a console, or a computer, or a phone. Mobile is the fastest growing esports segment. Older kids might need different equipment. We've got Ruvi coming at Georgian College for cycling competitions. Virtual reality esports are emerging. And hold on to your wallet if they want to get into iRacing. Then, take the time to find out what battle they're going into. It all started for me when my son sat me down to watch an event in 2013. He explained what was happening in the game. I learned why what I perceived to be a more violent game was to him more technically interesting as a sport. Here are some other things he taught me. They can't pause their game. If you ask them to leave suddenly, they are letting down their team. Forfeiting a game in any sport is not okay. Parent schedules will not match esports schedules. It's pretty hard for a dozen young people to coordinate their times to play a match. Some might need to play at dinner time. Talk as a family about where you could be flexible or not. And be prepared as they get older or play better. Esports is global. If they're playing with people in California, then their 10 p.m. is our 1 a.m. So if you want to sleep, set up a place to play that is away from the bedrooms. Communication is vital in team sports. You can't just tell your child to whisper. I tried that and it doesn't work. It isn't either physical fitness or school or esports, it's and. Young folks need your help to learn how to stay balanced. Use their role models to influence their behavior. Real esports athletes care for their health. Professional teams hire personal trainers. You can provide gamer-friendly snacks, non-greasy, healthy nibbles. Plan to drive them to competitions. Some can take place online, but true competition is in person at something called a LAN. And finally, encourage kids to be good online citizens. Check that they say GG, which means good game, at the end of a game and praise teammates who do well. If you have any questions or want me to speak at your school, my contact information is posted along with some more resources for you. Otherwise, good luck on your journey.